What is going on with this game journalist? Is she fired yet?
Oh, now supposedly she took last I saw last night was she took Kotaku out of her bio. So people are speculating, did she get fired? I saw someone made a video about it, but I didn't actually watch the video. Wait, no, she isn't actually fired though, but she took Kotaku out of her name. So
Mhm.
either she is fired or she's causing a lot of stank and they're like, hey, we don't want this
Yeah.
to reflect us right now, so take us out of your bio. One or the other is my impression, especially since now they're going after they're involving people's families into the drama, reaching out to the wives and mothers and say, did you know your son or your husband is tweeting this and saying this and that they hate women or this, that, and the other. And it's just gotten messy.
Yeah, for people that don't know, this specimen is an employee of Kotaku magazine. I'm sorry, Kotaku game. She's a journalist, allegedly. Her bio says journalist.
Yeah.
And um she has gone around and essentially like a smaller YouTuber. I don't mean that in a negative way, but just somebody who it's not like they have 5 million subscribers. It's somebody who's grinding away at being a YouTuber, blah 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 blah. Uh, the, sh- they made a video about her and some of the bad behavior that she had been exhibiting, and suddenly, wanted to um stalked the guy to his Facebook, stalked his wife. Now, maybe that's easy to find out. I don't know. I've never actually Facebook stalked anybody. I
I haven't
assume
looked at any of my detract like even this Alyssa girl who has been going after me personally as well. It didn't even cross my mind for a moment to let me look her up on Facebook and then
right.
let me find her family members and then let me tell them I just can't imagine going to those efforts for something like this.
Yeah, I don't, it's just not what I do. I haven't, like, looked up my exes on the internet or anything like that. But
Right.
still, like, she looks up this guy who made a critical video of her, essentially, or some critical tweets. Then she sent him some DMs, which he allegedly did not respond to. Again, she's a journalist for Kotaku, so no one gives a damn. Um, but then she went and added this guy's or messaged this guy's wife on Facebook and was like, "Yo, um, your husband is sending hate mobs after me, this, that, and the other thing." Very creepy stuff. Like, anybody in my family is not involved with like my internet, doings and this, that, and
Yeah.
the other thing. They don't know. And like the fact that you would go to this guy's wife and be like, well, did you know that he's making fun of women on the internet and that he's sending hate? But that's like so classic. I think we talked about this, right? Like she wants to be Anita Sarkeesian, but
Yep.
like no one, no one gives a damn about you. You have no power. Kotaku is irrelevant now. They just laid off another 4 people 2 days ago. I think that you're probably do you think that I'm blocked by this individual? I have a feeling I'm not because
You
they
I don't know. You might be now though, since you've added me as your co-host, because she tends to
oh,
block a lot of people who are affiliated with me. So I wouldn't be surprised. She's always looking at
I'm
what.
blocked. Yeah, I'm
See
blocked.
that? I knew
Yeah,
it.
I'm
I
blocked.
knew it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She watches everything. She will watch where the people that she doesn't like. Me, for example, she'll watch everywhere I'm going. She'll watch any streams I'm on. She'll watch anybody from anything that she doesn't like, and she hate watches it all, and she will block anyone affiliated with them. So, yeah.
Imagine a world where I don't have multiple alts though. Ha ha. Um
I have an alt too just for
yeah,
that. So look at
yeah, of
look at
course.
that.
Yeah, of course. These people are so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so any like essentially she whoops, nope, I see it now. Um
Oh.
oh, it's been updated again. Now it says senior editor slash feminist whore.
Okay.
Bylines at Kotaku, Jezebel, Games Radar. I can speak to this. I
She had
think what hap
Kotaku off yesterday. I guess she put it back.
Yeah, but now it doesn't say that she's the senior editor at Kotaku. It just
Right.
says that she
Interesting.
has bylines there.
Okay.
And 3 hours ago, she said, "My family is okay. We've covered how to deal with this. Please
Oh,
report any." Like, who's doxing this broad?
wow.
Like,
She
nobody
she
gives a
is just seriously trying so hard to look relevant and like people care. They don't.
Yeah,
She is
nobody
embracing all
cares.
of it, all the hate, everything she can to look like people care enough to take those kind of measures. They don't.
Yeah, she said, "Don't share people's addresses or info." I mean, you went and found some dude's wife,
Yeah.
like, and you were messaging her directly, and now she's pretending to be a New York Rangers fan. I don't know, but, like, I'm guessing what happened is, like, the same thing that happened with, Chungus, Ian Miles Chungus, the Malaysian American.
Mhm.
Um, he, said some heinous stuff about me, while having, a logo for Rebel Media in his Twitter bio. And, it's almost like, maybe I know Ezra Levant, and it's almost like I know other people who work at Rebel Media, and
Oh.
I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" You know, it's like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
You're like, did you endorse him calling me a pedo? Like, what is going on with this? Is this something cool? And then, like, 20 minutes later, the check mark for, Rebel Media was gone. So my guess is but he wasn't, like, necessarily fired by them. They were
Gotcha.
basically like, "You're not allowed to represent us anymore because you're a problem, and, like, you're causing problems for us." And, that's probably what happened. I would suspect. Um, I think that you're right.
Mhm.
This individual is desperately trying to pretend like, um, people give a damn about her.
And it's worked a little bit for her, but I don't think it's gonna work enough, and I don't think there's enough to sustain her long term because here's the thing is, yes, people can ultimately gain success through haters sending people their way,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
typically for that to work, you have to be right in the
Yeah.
situation.
Right, right.
So, yeah, for example, like I've seen some hate campaigns that people start against me that have backfired on them, but that's because what I had to say in whatever that was, not that I'm always right every time I have a take, but a lot of times, okay, well, there was some validity to what I had to say. And so people came over. Well, in her case, she's just a raging feminist with nothing but hate in her heart. And she is causing trouble, but doesn't really have much of a stance to do that and much of a, oh, okay, well, this is valid type thing. So yeah, her followers have gone up a bit. I want to say she was at 6,000 followers before all the. So she's almost doubled where she was, but it's just not enough. And
Yeah, I mean, what is that
yeah,
even that's like that I mean, that's quite frankly, that's almost none. Like,
yeah, when it's
for
that
a
low,
journalist, yeah.
yeah. And
Um,
so she doesn't understand gaming. She doesn't understand video games. I want to say she didn't even know that Aerith in Final Fantasy VII died. There's just some very
really? That's
common
kind of an
things that
important thing.
everybody knows that she is just clueless on, and she calls herself a gaming journalist. So when she's trying to reach gamers as an audience, but she is everything she stands for is against gamers, and then she doesn't even understand gaming culture, then it's just very vapid. She might see some follower count go up a little bit because of whatever her cause is, or, oh,
Yeah.
I want to cover up all these women. But ultimately, you're reaching an audience you don't care about, then they're not going to stick around.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of where this broad is at. I mean, she's like virtue signaling for, some sort of victimhood points, but really no one cares about her.